بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello grade 4. How are you? إن شاء الله النهاردة يا حبايبي هنراجع مع بعض مراجعة سريعة كده على الجرامر. جرامر يونتس 1 و 2 brain wave. استعدادا إن شاء الله للتست اللي هيكون موجود أول ما تدخلوا الدراسة بإذن الله. فخلينا مع بعض كده نبدأ بجرامر يونت 1. grammar unit 1 used to plus infinitive. Used to plus infinitive, we use used to talk about past situation which contrasts with the present. Which contrasts with the present يعني حاجة أنا كنت بعملها في ال past in the past but now I don't do it. ما بعملهاش دلوقتي خالص. For example, American Indians used to live in teepees. They don't live in teepees now. So let's remember the American Indians. دول كانوا مجموعة من الناس كانوا عايشين في مكان طبعا بطريقة بدائية، في حاجات كتير ما كانتش متواجدة عندهم. برضه هنفتكر مع بعض تيبيز يعني خيم كده مصنوعة من نباتات وجلود الحيوانات. خلينا بقى نبتدي نتكلم عن used to. How to make negative. Negative of used to: didn't use to plus infinitive. They didn't use to drive cars. Now they drive cars. This is the contrast. They didn't use to drive cars. Let's make yes or no question. To make a yes or no question, you start with the auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb is did. Did plus the subject, then used to plus infinitive verb. Like, did Sam used to study hard? The answer is yes he did or no he didn't. Again, you start with did plus the subject, then used to plus infinitive. Did Sam used to study hard? Yes he did or no he didn't. And to make WH question using the words where, when, what, how, you start with the question word plus the auxiliary verb did, then the subject, then used to plus infinitive verb. Okay. Let's look at this example. How did American Indians used to communicate? How did American Indians used to communicate? The American Indians used to communicate with the smoke signals. Let's look. The question word is how. The auxiliary verb is did. American Indians is the subject. Used to, then the infinitive verb. If we wanted to ask about the subject, to use who or what. Like, who used to live in teepees? Here in this question, we didn't use the auxiliary verb. We start with who, then the main verb. The main verb here is used to. So, who used to live in teepees? American Indians used to live in teepees. Who used to help his parents? Ali used to help his parents. So, to ask about the subject, you didn't use the auxiliary verb did. You used the main verb used to. Who used to plus the infinitive verb. Let's remember the question words. Who asks about person, what asks about things or verbs. Where asks about place, when asks about time, how asks about adjectives and means of transportation. How many asks about numbers, how much plus verb to be asks about price, and how much plus uncountable noun asks about the amount of the thing. How long asks about the period of time. How old asks about age. Why asks about reason. How often asks about numbers of times. Let's answer some questions. Number one, Ziyad used to rides or riding a horse. After used to, we use the infinitive verb. So Ziyad used to ride a horse. Number two, Mona and Hala didn't uses or used to swim. Mona and Hala didn't use to swim. Number three, what did he use to do, did, does when he was in primary one? The answer is do. What did he use to do? Number four, who did use or used to hunt with bows and arrows? The answer is who used to hunt with bows and arrows. Don't choose did use, because we ask about the subject. Who used to hunt with bows and arrows? Here, rewrite. Number one, Rana used to cook on Friday. Ask with when. We start with the question word when, and after it we put the auxiliary verb. When did Rana use to cook? When did Rana use to cook? Number three, Mom used to go to work by taxi. Not means to make negative. Mom didn't use to go to work by taxi. Mom didn't use to go to work by taxi. Now let's revise some prepositions. Please memorize them well. Good at, good at. I am good at English. Bad at, bad at. I am bad at art. Look for, look for. I'm looking for my watch. I can't find it. Look for. Afraid of, afraid of. I'm afraid of the dogs. Write on, write on. The American Indians used to write on slates. Take care of, look after. Take care of and look after are the same meaning, have the same meaning. Mom takes care of me. Mom takes care of me. Mom looks after me. Mom looks after me. ان شاء الله يا حبايبي اتمنى تكونوا استفدتوا من الفيديو ده. يا ريت نرجع كل الفوكابس كويس جدا والجرامر كويس جدا. اتمنى لكم ان شاء الله التوفيق. Good luck. Goodbye.